page, Team Zombie. I've had a lot of people asking some questions lately, sending me messages, sending Keith messages on these videos we make. A lot of people is wanting to know about our equipment and what we run. For the past couple months, I've been running a 22-250 spade from Scott Milkovich. It's in an AR-10 platform, and I tell you what, I love this gun. When he tells people they drive tacks, they drive tacks. Awesome gun. He did the paint job on it, put the reptile rip out effects on it. I love that. As far as my scope, I'm using a Pulsar Trail XQ38. I really like it. It does great. It ain't as good as the XP50s like Keith has. But I'll tell you what, I really like it. Here lately, I've been having a little bit of trouble out of the recording. I was told it had something to do with the update, waiting on the next update. But other than the recording, as far as being able to see a coyote, I don't think there's no distance out there that I won't see them. I do got a tamer on my gun. I actually bought it off Keith since he's went suppressed. Tamer's pretty nice. It's not a suppressor. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the videos on these tamers. I can actually be standing right beside Keith and shoot this gun, and I'm not going to blow his ears out. It's still loud, but it puts the sound straight out in front of the gun, versus if he's sitting right beside me, I'm not blowing his ears out. So that's more for my buddies. It's not for the coyote hunting purposes in my aspect of it. My tripod preference is this Predator Tactics. I love that thing, and I've got a bog pod death grip, and I really don't like it. And I'll tell you what I like about the Predator Tactics one in the center. Once I'm set up, if I need to raise this thing up an inch, I ain't got to bend down and adjust all the legs, re-get it level. Center of it, man, just a quick adjustment on it and raise it up. Hunting this field over here, it's pretty level, and I'm scanning and I'm not seeing nothing, and I got my tripod set up just the right height for it. And what I was saying earlier in this Predator Tactics tripod, something I like, if I turn and see a dog and he's downhill and I've got to aim my gun down, I can't shoot. Right here on the side, I got this knob. Quickly lower it, boom, I'm right on it. And that's the big thing about these Predator Tactics tripods that I really like. If I gotta go uphill, all I gotta do is loosen the knob, raise it. You know, none of the fields we hunt are flat. That's the main thing about this Predator Tactics tripod I really like, because it's fully adjustable in every direction, 360 degree. If you're on a little bit of a hill, you stiffen it up some so it don't spin on its own. Something else I like, I was hunting right on the edge of this bank one time. Don't want to sit and adjust your tripod legs out much. Quick adjustment. I had this leg here sitting against the bank. You know, if I wouldn't adjust that out, my gun's real far forward. Adjusting that out, it's sitting against the bank, tripod's still flat. That helps out a whole lot with these tripods too. As far as being able to, they're just universal. There's no situation that hasn't worked yet. My little girl used it in youth season for deer hunting. She used it in a blind. It did pretty good for that too. So scanning, I used to use an ATN Thor. Never did like it. Just had it. Now, thanks to Travis Shelton at Santa Claus Optics, I've been using this AGN. It's an ASP TM25 384. I haven't been in a field yet that I couldn't see a dog and identify it. I haven't had one come in too far. I'm guessing a few weeks ago, me and Keith was out in a field and we had a couple of dogs come back in after I'd already shot one. They were probably 300 yards out, and I can tell they were coyotes when they came back on it. So it really does the job. And I do got the bino bag from Badlands I used, but I also have a lanyard with this scanner too. But I do like the bino bag. Once the battery starts getting low, I'll switch to the lanyard because it's got the battery pack in it. And that's a good thing for anybody that's getting these AGNs, the battery life on them. They really don't last that long. Get a hold of Travis Shelton and he'll hook you up with a lanyard and with a battery pack in it. And I don't know the prices on it. You'll have to get with him on that stuff. These are handmade lanyards with a battery pack cord. It's not no big tangled up mess. It's a nice, neat little lanyard too. So if that's something you're interested in, it's a good deal to get a hold of him. And you can get a cord for any scanner and get that hooked up. So my big favorite thing is the old Lucky Duck. I've got the Primo's calls, mouth calls and everything. Since I started using that, it was a game changer on me. It's almost as big of a game changer as I was going to thermal. Lucky Duck comes with a lot of good sounds, and there ain't too many nights I can't go out and at least hear a coyote. I don't always hear them. I don't always call them in. They don't always answer when they come in, but the old Lucky Duck, man, he tricks them. He pulls them right in. Guys, you've seen pretty much my setup for hunting. There's one other thing I like to carry on me. I just carry a little Taurus TX22. I use CCI Stinger ammo. I'm gonna unload this gun while we're talking about it for safety. Shell in my hand, gun's completely empty. So, and I tell you what, with this gun out to about 40 yards, I can set up empty shotgun shells and hit them almost every shot with this 22 pistol. Been many a coyotes, I'll walk up on it, they're still breathing. Not just for ethical reasons, that's the main reason I got it, is to make sure they're dead so they're not suffering, but I don't want to get bit neither, and I don't want none of my buddies to get bit when we're walking up on these coyotes. If I think it's alive any whatsoever, I go ahead and put another one in it. 22 is not quite as loud as our big rifles we hunt with. You know, we don't always carry our rifle out for retrieval neither, so it's always good to have a sidearm on you. I do recommend small caliber. Some guys like bigger calibers. As far as gear on what I use, that's mainly it. All right, guys, you got any other questions, shoot me a message in the comments. Message me personally, message Keith. Keith knows a lot. We'd like some input on some of this, you know, what y'all think about what we're doing. If you got any tips for us, we'd be more than glad to take them. If you need tips, get a hold of us. We'll give you guys some tips. All right, we'll catch y'all out on the hunt.